Hi guys, this is Rusty78609. I'm in Coconino National Forest near Flagstaff, Arizona. Well, it actually surrounds Flagstaff, Arizona. And I'm off of a road called A1, and I'm not sure the number of the forest road, but it connects to A1. Uh, anyway, it's a nice place. As you can see, this is my view out my back window. I would be outside doing this video, but it is really windy, and a Band-Aid wouldn't help at all. So, but anyway, what I wanted to do, I just wanted to give you a heads up on my tentative schedule. I'll probably be at this campground. Let's see, this is Friday night, June the 9th, 2017. The time right now is probably 4:30 p.m. Arizona time. Temperature inside the camper top right now is 78, humidity 11%, and so it's a nice day actually. It's very nice, and this is a pretty good little campsite I got finally, and it took a little while to find it, but of course it's a washboard road coming in here. But anyway, what are my tentative plans? Again, be here Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, possibly Tuesday night, and then travel west towards California. And I will spend the night in a motel, either 1 or 2 nights, because it would be too hot in the area that I'm going to be traveling to stay in the White House. So I'll just wing it and find a cheap hotel somewhere, motel, and spend a couple of nights. And then from there going into Los Angeles and do a few videos there. And then from there, I'm not sure. And then how long I'm going to be on the road, I don't know. This is okay. I mean, this is doable. The refrigerator's certainly been a great addition. The Dometic CF18. The solar, the ZAMP 120 watt suitcase solar has just been a godsend. Yeah, it has. And then of course I've got the little O2 cool fan, and everything's been okay. And eating all right. I've got me a nice Coors Light. It says it's 16 fluid ounces. I think that's 1 pint. But it's just been pretty dadgum nice, guys. I have no complaints. The only way that I would improve this, if I had the wherewithal, and I'm going to check on that while I'm in Los Angeles, probably the worst place to do a deal on a vehicle. But we'll see. I'm looking at I don't know how I could do it actually, but there's a slim possibility that I might be able to buy a Class B road trek Simplicity and use it as my home base to live in, and just travel around when I wanted to, and let my son have my existing travel trailer at my home base, and just use the Simplicity as my personal vehicle, which is doable. I mean, it gets about 20 miles a gallon. It has the same engine as my truck. My truck's been averaging about 26 miles a gallon, 25 and a half for this whole trip. So it's believable that they get 20 miles to the gallon. And if they do, the way I drive, I might be able to get 21 or 22, not a big difference. But as I'm growing older, I'm not going to be driving as much, so I don't think gasoline is going to be a great big expense until I start traveling. And the way I'm traveling right now, gasoline has not been a big expense at all, because I have managed to stay at sites longer. In other words, instead of like in my Prius, just overnight and go and overnight and go and overnight and go, but when you're getting 50 miles a gallon, you can do that because gasoline is not a real concern. But in the pickup, my Ram pickup, it's about an average of 10 cents per mile. And if I travel 1,500 to say 2,000 miles a month, that's $200 for fuel. And you know, that's doable. That's doable. And of course, in the Class B road trek, it would still be the same mileage and possibly even longer stays in areas. I'm not sure because it's fully self-contained, and of course with my solar and my Dometic ice chest or refrigerator, I could make that work. I could, and the big advantage of it is, for me again, I'm 71 now, and I'm going to be 72 in July the 14th, if you really want to know, and so it's a matter of having something I can stand up in, and I don't have to tow anything. That's fairly easy to get around in. In other words, I can actually go grocery shopping and go to Walmart. Of course, I'd have to be careful where I park. Of course, they come with a backup camera and all that cute stuff, even the simplicity. The cost of a simplicity, I saw one in Florida, a brand new one at a dealership that was $67,000, and I know I almost choke every time I say that number. But if, of course, the truck payment would be eliminated because I'd trade it or sell it. And then I would just apply that to the new payment and die totally in debt. Let them worry about it, huh? And it's possible, if I, because yeah, it's just possible. That's all I can say. It depends on the financing terms, the interest rate, and the length of time, and some other things. But if I'm going to continue to do this in the coming years, this year's fine, probably next year would be okay, then I'm going to have to find a more permanent solution, and I think that would accomplish that, because I can't just sit at home and die. I can't just. It's just not me. Now, it's different strokes for different folks, but I love this. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know. It's certainly not restful. Most of the time you got things to do, or you're frustrated because you can't find a good campsite, or the weather's not right, or the insects are driving you nuts. The no-see-ums are eating you up. Have I been through that? Yes. At Hovenweep National Monument, the no-see-ums were there, and so was I. So, you run into all kinds of things, but overall, when I'm sitting here like this, having a cold beer and looking out at that, it's just makes it all worthwhile. And like yesterday, I did the video of the full moon, and tonight it'll be full again. And I won't do another video. I'm not going to bore you with that. So, but it's the whole package. And again, I'm just planning for the future. And of course, what would I do with all this stuff I've got here? Everything would be reused. I mean, I would the O2 Cool fan would be reused. The cot that I'm sleeping on, the mattress would certainly be used. I'm not sure how. I'll probably use it as a outside place to lay on, because there's plenty of storage in the Road Trek Simplicity. I could put this in there very easy, fold them all up and put them in there. So it's just, again, this is just dreaming. Will it become a reality? I don't know. I know I'll probably get some feedback. Well, why'd you do this? Why didn't you just go directly to the Road Trek? Well, this works, and this may get me through a couple of years. And what I'm looking at is the future. And I'm a believer in reality. I am growing older, and I know my limitations. I know that at some point I'm not going to want to crawl around on my knees. I know that I'm not going to want to climb in and out of this truck. And so it's better than the Prius. I did give myself a few more years doing that, moving up to this. But for the long haul, I think that would be a solution for me, and we'll see. You can check it out. It's called a Road Trek Simplicity SRT, and it's on a Ram chassis, a Dodge Ram chassis. Comes with a V6, the same V6 I have in this truck, 6-speed transmission, same transmission I've got in this truck. And as far as I'm concerned, this truck is fine. It would be about a foot longer than this truck and a few inches wider, and that's it. I would basically be driving my pickup. So, and the fact is, I'd just be able to stand up in it. But we'll see how that all turns out, guys. We'll see how that all turns out. I mean, this is just something would have a hard time giving up. I've done it too long. I mean, there's a whole world out here, and you don't have to rush through to see it. A lot of people are in a hurry when they're RVing or camping, and I've done it. Believe me, I've done it. I've done it pulling a travel trailer and done it in my Prius. You know, I'd pull in, get set up, and then the next day I'd unhook and away I'd go. No more of that. No, no, no. We're going to go to campsites like this. I'm not necessarily looking for free campsites. It's just that this is available, and it works. I mean, you know, you have to be careful. Like I came in here today, and the reason I like this spot is because, you know, there are some RVs here that cost a few dollars. You know, the people around here are not just carrying a pack on their back and sleeping under a tree on the ground. And you'll find that in some free campsites, BLM and national forests. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's just another way to do it. But, you know, I don't want to meet Peter the Predator out here unnecessarily. I mean, this just hedges your bets. These people have an investment, and they're probably pretty nice people. At the other campground I was out before I came here off of Forest Road 532, it was a little rough over there. It was a little rough, and that's why I left. Yeah, I go by gut instinct, and if I feel like something is not right, then I move on. And I've lived that way for years. But anyway, guys, this is just a heads up on a lot of stuff about camping and what my plans are, and we'll see where all this leads. And I do appreciate all your comments and all the input, trying to, you know, giving me information about things that you've done and observed and are passing along, because it does help, believe me, because, you know, I'm certainly not a genius at anything. I mean, there's there's a hell of a lot I don't know. So having said that, that's my view for the evening, for the next probably 3 or 4 days, and then I'll move on west, and we'll see what California looks like, guys. But anyway, from near Flagstaff, Arizona. Wow, what a thumb. I got it zoomed, that's why. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. And there's the real view. Well, not really. It's more like this. More like that. But anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can, and I know that's hard to do. Drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day. Somebody asked me if I drank more or less water when I was out on the road. When I'm in this dry climate, I drink more, actually. I mean, I guarantee you I'm drinking a gallon a day out here. Humidity's 11%. You know, that's low. So, anyway, drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. You may TT like a racehorse or 2 or 3 peckered possum, but you'll feel a hell of a lot better. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose. Deep. Breathe out through your mouth. Do that several times a day. Why? Well, it relieves stress. And relieving stress, one of the major causes of heart problems, deep breaths will relieve stress, lower your blood pressure, and hopefully add a few days to your life. And then stretch and walk and do all those things that you know are right. Don't eat out too much, and not too much junk food. I mean, even though I'm going to have I bought a pizza the other day, and I know that's health food, and I'll have it for 3 nights in a row. So, there goes a car. Hallelujah. Not many come down that road. Not many. Unfortunately, the road is blowing basically south to north, which is great, so I don't have to eat that dirt. But anyway, guys, enjoy your day. From Dispersed Camping, Rusty 78609. Adios.